So I got a song on the album, yeah? It's called How Black Men Lose Their Smile.
This one I think is maybe for me like the most important song on that album.
Okay.
I would say. And I hope it's not lazy to say that it gives me like evolution of Black Boys vibes. Completely different style.
Yeah.
So this is, saw young pictures of my dad, so handsome, happy and proud. Growing up I saw him frown. At the time I couldn't comprehend life through his eyes of a juvenile. I had to live, I understand it now. Black men living in the next man's world. That's how black men lose their smile.
Yeah.
That song is like, yeah, that song's unbelievable. If you don't mind talking a little bit about that song.
When I was growing up, I just had a tough relationship with my dad. I just thought he was just mad serious, this moany guy, just always always on my back, grilling me, just grumpy, right? And he was sending me some pictures of himself when he was younger, when he was like 21, 22, 23. And my dad, good looking guy, dark skin, had an afro, good looking man. And he was smiling in these pictures in a way that I've never seen my whole life. So I'm 39 right now, and my whole life, until my dad sent me those pictures of himself, I'd never seen him smile like that, ever. So I was just thinking, where has that man gone? Soon after that, my friend Nathan, he sent me some pictures of myself when I was around maybe 19. Same thing, big smile on my face. And just loads of pictures he was sending me, and I was just laughing at. And I was like, raw, I used to smile so much, I'm smiling hard. He said, yeah, bro, you always used to smile. You were just happy, always making jokes. And then when I looked at my pictures afterwards, maybe from 20 to maybe 36, 35, 36, a lot of my pictures and my demeanor are very serious. And I was thinking, raw, that's my dad's story. What happened? And I was thinking, wow, maybe the world has got to us in a different way. And I lost my smile, and I started to speak to other people about it, people in their family. And he was talking about, yeah, my dad was happy, and these conversations, and then, then How Black Men Lose Their Smile, that line came to me. And it started off like a poem, kind of. And it was just looking back at some pictures, and they had me thinking, wow, I was a happy child. Very happy, my hair nappy, running around in my nappy wild. Beautiful skin, dark chocolate brown. Hair was wild, temperament raw. Before the age of 1, I could count. My home was home at my nana's house. Everyone dancing, laughing loud. Everyone laughing all around. My hair in plaits long as any girl's. Got to school, they said to take it out. That's how black men lose their smile. I was a clever child, smart. I was sharp as nails, more advanced than my whole class. Learning at their pace slowed me down. Said I was trouble, then kicked me out. They should have given me extra help. That's how black men lose their smile. And then it just kept on flowing from there, and it started to talk about all the things, how black men and I didn't say, there was a line in there, I say, black man living in the next man's world. That's how black men lose their smile. Because it's not just, I didn't want to make it, it's not a black thing, it's not a white thing. It's just I feel like when you go back to Jamaica, or you go back to Ghana, or you go back to Nigeria, and you're in these spaces, and you, I don't know, man, you see you see the man in the restaurant, he's black, and the police officer's black, and this is just...
The bank, the doctors.
It just puts you in a different space, and that's what that song's about. But that song, when you eventually do hear it, it's not like a downtrodden song. At the end, it's so triumphant, It's it quotes Maya Angelou, and it's just still I rise. It's just all these things are gonna happen to us, but at the end of the day, we are so resilient as black men and black women that in those moments, we go through these hardships and that, but we always come out the other end and still I rise. We still. So that's a bit about that song. I hope when people hear it, like it can uplift them and give them that feeling.
This is gonna be one of the best albums you hear this year in the world, by the way.
A couple of things that were discussed. One about tribe and community, and then the other about kind of those triggers and you being on Amber Alert, and feeling, you know, that you've got to watch your back all the time, especially for Kano and yourself. Actually, for all of you, like coming into more corporate spaces, like when you're transitioning out of music into the film industry, I just wanted to know like how you guys found your tribe, how you were able to find people to trust and like things to look out for, especially in environments that you weren't necessarily familiar with. You're dealing with execs, you're dealing with all sorts of people, agents and whatever, and not having your backup or not like, you know, looking sideways at people and thinking this person's going to try and screw me, this person doesn't have my back. I just wanted to hear how you guys kind of navigate those spaces.
Yeah, sometimes in the film space, it does feel like that. Like, sometimes I am the only one on the set. And I shot a TV series called Great Expectations. And look, I was playing one of the lead roles, and I looked around, but no one looked like me. And I got it, but sometimes in those spaces, it feels lonely. And there was a guy, there's something called DIT, and it's like they run the technology part of shooting, and they're recording all the footage that's coming through and making sure that it's safe, but they also have a monitor. And sometimes just to check what I'm doing, so I have an understanding of positioning and stuff, I might watch a take back. And there was a black guy who was running DIT. So I went up to him and I said, introduced myself. I said, yo, I'm Ashley. Sometimes I like to watch the take. Is it all right if I come and watch it? And then he was like, yeah, anytime you want to come, man, just come. And I was like, no. Like, sometimes I like to come a lot. Like, it can be annoying. And he held me, he took me, and he like kept his voice kind of low, and he looked at me dead in my face and said, listen, anytime you want to come and watch it, yeah, you watch it. And he gave me that kind of black man. And it felt amazing. Straight after that, I went to my trailer. No word of a lie, I burst into tears, because that's the first time on a set that I'd felt like, raw, someone was actually there taking care of me and really saw me for who I am in that space and just had my back. And I cried and I just thought, wow, and just that affected me. So, yeah, I wanted to say something quickly as well about like when I wrote How Black Men Lose Their Smile, that made me cry as well. So there's these moments that are therapeutic, I don't know, these releases, like that was a moment, How Black Men Lose Their Smile is a moment, having friends that I can talk to, that I can be vulnerable.
It's beautiful, like, to get to the age and the space where we are at now, where, like, the network that we're not begging it with are, like, really there to help and share information with, you know what I mean? Like I said, Carla, like, Shan, like, there's actually nothing we can't do.
As somebody who, like, I'm outside the music industry, right? But, like, I've been listening to everybody's work, and for somebody who's outside of the music industry, but, like, works in a different creative industry, like, something that I understood quite quickly was from the outside of your industry, you're actually a movement. Like, so even if you all feel like individual or separate from one another, from the outside you're a movement. Like, we cannot deny like the fundamental cultural impact that like a lot of the people in this room have had on creativity in this country in general, not just Black British creativity. We're talking about an entirely new music genre. Neef, who's in the audience, has written extensively about this. Like, we're talking about something that's still like young, like in the broad scheme of music. And I personally think like hasn't had the flowers that it deserves in terms of like shaping Britain's cultural landscape. And that is movement building stuff that a lot of you were doing when you were kids, like 20, 25 years ago. And that is why it's important to be in contact and to continue to like nurture and build that community.